Okay, yes, you can see my screen. Okay, great. Okay, yeah. So now today what I thought we will discuss is we will do Venn diagrams. Okay. Now Venn diagrams is again one of the type of questions that you will see in your exam, right? So Venn diagram, what is Venn diagram actually, right? So can you see on the screen on the right hand side, this is the question format. That means in the exam, how typically questions come is there is a premise that is given to you. Okay, some statements will be given. So for example, as you can see here, statement A, which says all bats are mammals. Second is no birds are bats. Okay, these are two premise. Okay, on basis of this, we have to conclude whether I can say I can conclude these statements. Okay, so he's saying if you will choose option A, you will say code A if only one is concluded from the premise. If you can only conclude statement 3, you will mark C. B option means one and second statement. That means this and this statement both can be concluded. D you will mark if third and fourth can be concluded. Okay, so this is really what your actual Venn diagram questions look like in the exam. Okay, now you must be little confused saying that what is the question saying all bats are mammals and no birds are bats. So basically this is called deductive logic. Okay, so for example, if there are in deductive logic there are four kinds of statements. If somebody says all cats are dogs, so let's say this kind of a statement you get in the exam. Now don't worry about saying that how can a cat be a dog. This is actually deductive logic, so you don't have to use your common sense. Okay, you have to just assume this question like cat is, let's say, one category A and this is one item B, right, or category B. So you have to just assume these as variables. Okay, these are variables and all represents the relationship between these two variables. Okay, between cats and dogs. Okay, this is what it means. Now what I thought we will do in this video is that I will first make you understand what these statements are, right? What do they actually mean, right? Hi, good evening, Ritik. So all cats and dogs. Okay, so now what we'll do is people are writing in the chat good evening, so I was just wishing people good evening. I can see a lot of people now, 80 plus people. Okay, great. So let's move a little ahead. Okay, so that means if somebody gives you a statement, you have to not use common sense and say no, this is not possible, all cats cannot be dogs. These are just deductive logic statements. Okay, these are just terms. Okay, now first caution that I want to bring to everybody's attention is do not use reverse logic. What does that mean now? Reverse logic is if I say all A's are B's, you can't say therefore all B's are A's also. And we will explain in detail what it means. See, for example, if I say all Bangaloreans are Indians, can I say that statement, right? Now, do not use common sense and say this also means all Indians are Bangaloreans. Do you think that is correct? No, that is a wrong statement, right? This is what I want to say, right? So no reverse logic, no common sense or worldly knowledge in deductive logic. That means it's a very step-by-step process and we will go step by step, but we will not use common sense and, reverse logic and all of that. Now in Venn diagrams, if you see, there are four types of statements, guys. That means all the Venn diagram questions, you can see four types of statements. What are those statements? Statements can be, for example, if I say all cats are dogs. Okay, this is statement one. Okay, statement two could be no cat is a dog. This is statement two, second category. Third category could be if I say some cats are dogs. And what could be statement four? Statement four could be some cats are not dogs. Okay, so these are four categories of statements. Okay, now this is called, let's say, and don't get into jargons, but UA, UN, PA, PN. You don't need to remember these names. Okay, UA, UN, PA, PN, but UA stands for universal affirmative. universal negative, particular affirmative, and particular negative. This is what all these four statements mean. Okay. That means either you can come across a statement like this, all cats are dogs. Now, cats, instead of cats, it could be bats, it could be elephants, right? Whatever it is. So you have to just assume this is as X and this is as Y. Okay. And the relationship here is universal affirmative relationship. Here is universal negative because it says no cat. That means not a single cat is dog. Some is again particular. Okay. PA. Okay. Some cats are particular negative. Okay. Now let's understand these statements one by one using the Venn diagrams. Okay. Now, I hope all of you are familiar with Venn diagrams. Can you write in the chat if you have done Venn diagrams earlier? I want people to tell me if they know what is Venn diagrams and if they have learned Venn diagram earlier. Okay, so people are saying they have not done. Okay. Okay, so most of you have not done Venn diagrams. Okay, no problem. Maybe you will realize. See, Venn diagram has come from set theory, right? Where we say supersets, subsets. Yeah. Okay, Khandakar, Shams, Tabriz, he's saying yes. He actually has done it in class 10th and 12th. Yeah. And I think a lot of you may have done it, okay, through the set theory. Okay, no problem. I will anyways explain from basic. Okay. So the first statement, as you can see, right, is universal affirmative type of statement. It's called all cats are dogs. So what we will do is we will explore and understand this relationship through the Venn diagrams. That means if let's say you have a circle for cats, okay, and if you have a circle for dogs, if you were to show it basis this relationship, that means how this universal affirmative statement is, how can you draw that? Okay. So for example, can I say all cats are dogs? So for example, because there is a relationship, can I say something like this? That means all cats, let's say, stand for C and all dogs stand for D. That means the larger circle, let's say, represent D and the smaller circle represent C. Guys, do you think this one, or I have another statement? Okay. Same statement I'm representing by two diagrams. I want you to write in the chat which one is correct, whether the first representation is correct, whether the second representation is correct. Second says D is here and cat is here. And you can write both if you feel both are correct representations. So that means if I have to represent the statement all cats are dogs through Venn diagrams, where one circle represents cat, the other represents dog, which of the two statement is correct? Or both are correct? Or neither is correct? Okay, some people are saying one, some people are saying two. Okay. Okay. Subhash, Mritika, Mithu, Nithor, all of these folks are saying okay. Mustafa, Mansoor. Okay. So people are saying different things. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. All right. So what we'll do now is see now how will we understand this? Okay. Now question says all cats are dogs. Okay. All cats are dogs. Now that means all the cats are here. They are in the bigger dog circle. That means is this correct statement? I think this is correct. See guys, if you get confused, imagine the same statement. If I say all Bangaloreans are Indians, so which circle will be bigger one? Indian will be bigger one or Bangalorean will be bigger one? So when I say all Bangalorean, that means all the Bangaloreans are Indians. Are you getting? In the map of, let's say, all of the Indians, in the superset of Indians, Bangaloreans will come. Would you agree with me? Right? But don't extend this logic too much, okay? This is just to explain you, okay? All cats are dogs, meaning this is a possibility. Guys, again, we are not discussing what is definitely true, which is we are discussing what could be a possibility, right? If you look at the second diagram says, I said all cats are dogs. Here all the cats are dogs. Can you find a cat which is, are all the cats dogs? Look at this cat. Okay, this cat here. Imagine this is in the bigger cat circle. But are all the cats dogs? Is this cat a dog? It is falling actually outside the dog circle. Therefore, this is not your correct possibility. That means if I have to represent terms cats and dogs which have relationship of universal affirmative, all cats are dogs, first one is a correct possibility, whereas second one is not a correct possibility. Okay. Is there any other way we can represent this? Because these are just possibilities. How about this? Okay. If I say what this means, C comma D, that means, or C equals to D. Okay. This is what it means. Okay. That means same circle. All the cats are dogs. That means, is this correct? Is this possible as per the statement? First one is possible and second one is also possible. Do you think second one is possible, guys? I'm just talking about a possibility. Okay, people are saying possible. Yes. Yes. Great. So that means now you understood the statements. That means if I have to represent a statement, right, through Venn diagrams where there are terms, term one was cat, second term was dog, I could represent it like this. Okay. I can also say it like this. Okay. Because these are all possibilities. We are listing all possible ways. Can you make any other diagram which can say all cats are dogs? For example, if I make a diagram like this, you tell me cats and this is dogs. Do you think this diagram is correct? This one? All the cats are dogs. Is it correct? It says all the cats. Look at this cat here. Is this cat a dog? No. That means this diagram is not correct. So that means every time you will get a statement like a universal affirmative statement, what you have to remember is you have to remember that there are only two possibilities from that. Okay. A lot of people are saying, no, this is not possible. You're all correct. Okay. That means if I get a statement like universal affirmative, all cats are dogs, I can only write possible diagrams. I can draw like this only. Okay. Now let's move ahead, guys. Okay. Let's look at another type of statement. Did people understand? Is there anybody who didn't understand? Lots of people are saying, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we will keep going and then you will understand. Okay. Now this particular statement is another type of statement. It says universal negative. That means you have to represent it through Venn diagrams. That means cat and dog draw Venn diagrams and then tell me if, okay, very good. 95 people. Excellent. So no cat is dog. So now no cat is dog. So in this, can you tell me whether for cats and dogs, okay, what would be the diagram possible? And this is the easiest one. Huh? I want all of you to, oh, excellent. Nithur Bomik is saying two separate circles. Okay, very good. That means either one could be cat or dog, right? Is this a correct possibility? Is this a correct way to represent this? It says no cat is dog, right? Excellent. Yes. That means they are disjoint circles, right? They are not overlapping at all because we are saying not no cat is dog, meaning not a single cat is dog. Okay. So this is there any other way to represent this statement? Any other way to represent it through Venn diagrams? Okay, so my name is Ashish. People are asking by the different numbers, sir. Okay, one not C is not equal to D here. So basically, guys, you're correct. This is the only way to represent this. Okay. That means C and D are disjoint circles. Okay. So this is the easiest way to really represent. Okay. All right. Now we have covered two statements. How many statements I told you there are overall general statements? Four type of statements. Okay. So first one, for the first one, how did we do? First one, we draw two possible diagrams. Okay. Do you remember which possible diagram? This is 1 and this is 2. Okay, this one was not correct. That means this is correct, this is correct. For the second statement, only one possible diagram is there, right? And what is that diagram? It's basically this, right? No cat is dog, so two disjoint circles. Excellent. Now let's move to the third type of statement, okay? Now this type of statement requires you to keep an open mind, right? It's not an easy one, okay? It's not a difficult one also, but it's not very easy also. That means you have to think about all the possible diagrams. And I told you in my last class also, when you come and attempt the live class, you should sit in a on a table and chair like properly, right? And keep a cushion so that you have back support, but not sleeping and watching your phone. Okay, try to take it through your laptop if possible. Even if you're taking through your phone, always keep a paper and pen handy so that you can draw. Now I want you to draw in your notebooks, some cats are dogs. What are the possible Venn diagrams? Okay. Some people are saying overlapped circle. Okay, that is correct. Zahidul Islam is saying overlapped circle. That is correct. Okay, let's look at that. Okay. Now let me say some cats are dogs. Okay. So this could be your overlap circles, right? That means let's say this is one cat, this is dog. Okay. So okay. So this is actually correct. So this is one possible way to represent this statement, right, through Venn diagram. So let's say this is possibility 1. Tell me what other possibilities are there to draw this. Okay, how can you draw this possibility through Venn diagram? Any other way to draw this? Ruhul, a lot of people are saying that overlap, which is correct. What other way? I can tell you there are more ways. Okay. Is there any other way we can represent this? Okay, let me draw it for you. Okay, I am not getting responses. Let me draw it for you. Overlap, everybody said. So this, I think everybody agrees. This is easy. Okay. But is there any other diagram is what I am asking? Yes, Ranjan, you want to say something? Ranjan Yadav has raised his hand. So the second one is, guys, how about this? Tell me if this is a correct possibility. Okay. Guys, tell me something. Is the second possibility correct? Have I drawn it correct? The second one? If anybody wants to talk in between, you can tell me. I can unmute you. Okay, so some people are saying, they were saying, no, it is like all cats are dogs. Okay. Zahidul, Al Rafi Hussain, lot of people are saying no. Guys, actually, this is a correct possibility. Okay. This is a correct possibility. Now, I am sure a lot of you would be confused. They're saying, sir, how? Sir, how? How? This one, everybody understood. This one, nobody understood, right? I think not no, but I think a lot of people may not have understood. Let me just check on the chat what people are saying. Okay, how? Yeah. Guys, actually, what a lot of us, the problem lies with the meaning of the word sum. A lot of us feel Sum is equal to what, right? Do we know what is sum equal to? Like when if let's say you have 10 chocolates, I come to you and I say, give me some chocolates. But what does that mean, some? Does that mean I can take one chocolate, two chocolate, or can I take all? Actually, technically speaking, guys, in general spoken English, some means not all. But technically speaking, in the deductive logic Venn diagram parlance, some means at least one. And remember this, okay? A lot of people mostly are confused. Don't worry if you didn't get this one, because a lot of people don't know. Here also, so many times I go to engineering colleges and MBA colleges, and we teach this. People don't know what is the meaning of the word sum, okay? But in deductive logic, sum means at least one. That means what? That means now if you replace this sum, put it at least one. That means it's at least one cat is a dog. If I say at least one cat is a dog, does this become a possibility, guys? Does the second one now become a possibility? Okay, some people are saying, yes, sir, I got it now. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay. Excellent. Now that you agree that second one is a possibility, it's correct. I want you to draw more possibilities, because with now the definition changed, and now that you have clarity in your mind what actually sum is, can we draw some more possibilities? Because I'll tell you there are more possibilities still. So two possibilities we have already got. Draw the third one if there is a third one, or a fourth one if there is a fourth one. Okay, what other possibility? How else can we draw this? Very good. Somebody is saying C equals to D. Excellent. So C equals to D, because that is also a correct possibility, right? If I say at least one cat is a dog, according to this statement, it is satisfying the condition that one cat is a dog, right? In fact, here all cat is dog, no problem. We don't have to use reverse logic saying that, sir, but it means all cats are dog. But sir, it means this thing. It doesn't matter. I told you no reverse logic. All that you have to check is whether this diagram will satisfy my condition that at least one cat is a dog. At least one cat. You can find this cat which is a dog. Yes, as long as you can do that, it's fine. Okay. So third one is also a correct possibility. Any other possibilities? Do you think, guys, there is one more possibility, or all are done? Okay. Fozler Rabi, he is saying one more, I think. Okay. How about this, guys? Sorry. Okay, check on the screen. How about this fourth one where I say, okay, how about this? Do you think this is a correct possibility? Will this satisfy our condition that at least one cat is a dog? Guys, do you think the fourth one is correct? Do you think fourth one is a correct possibility? Some people are saying no. Some people are saying yes. Everybody tell me, is fourth one possible? Again, all what you'll do if you have to check whether it's possible or not possible, simple thing we'll do, guys. We will just check whether it is satisfying the condition that at least one cat is a dog. So is it not satisfying the condition one cat is a dog? Because see, cat meaning all these are cats, right? Multiple cats. Look at this one, this particular thing. Okay, this particular. Imagine this is a cat, right? Will this be a cat? Yes, because it is in the larger cat circle, right? And is it in the dog circle? Yes, it is also in the dog circle. So can I say from this that at least one cat is a dog? Correct? We can say that. So therefore, even the fourth one is correct. And that is the problem with this particular statement I told you, right? It's not very easy. The previous two were straightforward, but in this one, because people don't know the meaning of the word sum, a lot of people are generally very confused. But I'm sure all of you are smart people, and now we have understood it. Okay. NC is saying that have not understood the third diagram. See guys, again it goes to the same thing. It says at least one cat is a dog. So if all the cats are equal to all the dogs, that means at least one though is definitely possible, right? So therefore this is also correct. Okay, now guys, I will move to the final type of statement, and I want you to draw diagrams for the final statement. Final statement would be particular negative. Now I want you to draw how many diagrams are possible for this particular one. Okay, will there be 1, 2, 3, 4? How many possible diagrams are there? Okay, some people are saying 3, some people are saying 2, some people are saying 1. Lot of threes I am getting. Okay, so let me draw it for you guys. So one is, guys, the simple one would be the moment here it says some cats are dogs, meaning at least one cat is not a dog. See, one is that this one would be correct, right? Cats and this is dogs. So it says at least one cat is not a dog. So there is a overlap because it says some, but it says at least one cat is not a dog. So can you find a single cat which is not a dog? Look at this cat. Is this cat a dog? No, because it lies outside the dog circle, right? So therefore this is correct. This is one possibility. Now second possibility is what? If I say, let me see what people are saying in the chat. Okay. Now if I say, guys, how about this one? At least one cat is not a dog. Okay, so let's check this one. At least one cat is not a dog. Okay. Now imagine the smaller circle is the dog one, the bigger cat one. Okay, so if I say at least one cat is not a dog, can I find a single cat which is not a dog? Yes. This cat, is this cat a dog? No. So at least one cat is not a dog, right? So therefore, is this correct? Yes. How about this one, guys? How about the absolute reverse of this? How about, let's say, if I say this is cat, this is dog. And if I say some cats are not dogs, some cats are not dogs. At least one cat is not a dog. Can you find a single cat that is not a dog? No, we can't find, right? That means this is not a correct possibility because all the cats here, all the cats here will be dogs, right? You can't find a single cat which is not a dog. So therefore, this is not a correct possibility. What is the any other possibility, guys? These two I have drawn. Any other possibility? What would be the third one? Can there be any third possibility? Like, think of the extreme condition. So for example, see this one, right? Equal to, meaning C equals to D. Do you think this is possible? It says at least one cat is not a dog, but here all the cats would be dogs. That means this is also not possible. So is there anything possible? Two separate circles, somebody is saying. Excellent. Yes. So if we say this, cats, and this is the dog circle. It says at least one cat is not a dog. See, at least one meaning all cats also not a dog is correct. No. What is the extreme of at least one cat is not a dog? This is the extreme of that, right? That means at least one cat is not a dog. Can you find at least one cat which is not a dog? Yes. This cat is not a dog. So therefore, this is also a possibility. So therefore, how many diagrams, guys? 3 diagrams. Understood, everyone? Yes, somebody is saying Ashish Ronier. Yes. Understood, everyone? Okay, people are saying yes, understood. Okay. So guys, very good if you have understood, if you are stuck with me. Now, one more thing. These so far, we have only discussed the possibility. What does this mean? This means now I want you to revise this. Okay. That means now I want you to write in your notebook. Okay. And I want you to really revise it. Okay. Revise meaning that, okay, for we discussed the possibilities. So for the first statement, which was all cats are dogs, we did two possible diagrams, correct? As you can see on my screen, right? These were the two possibilities of the first statement, which is all cats are dogs. So every time somebody says all tube lights are fans or all chairs are curtains, you will say, okay, this is a universal affirmative type of statement. And two diagrams will come, should come in your mind. One is here, this one, right? And the second is the equal one. Okay. Now we will move to the second type of statement. Second type of statement was universal negative, which is the easiest one, right? No cat is a dog, meaning no cat is a dog, meaning there is no ever overlap, right? So it's a disjoint circle. So this. Then we discuss the third one, which where we learned that sum actually means at least one. Okay. So we discussed, okay, how many ways can we represent this through Venn diagrams? So first one was a simple overlap where we can say, yeah, some cats, at least one cat is a dog. Then second one we discussed, and the third one and the fourth one. So four possible ways were there here to represent this. Okay. Do you want me to pause here? Some cats are dogs, four possibilities. Okay. Let's move little ahead. Now the fourth possibility. Okay. Which is some cats are not dogs. Okay. For this, how many diagrams were possible? Three diagrams to represent this possibility. Okay. So this is possible. Excellent. Now, can we see one more? Okay. Okay. So now that we have understood all the four statements and all the possible ways to represent this, can we actually now get on to a question? Now, this was not really your question answer. This was just about understanding. So let's say 60% of our work is done, but little more we have to do. Okay. And don't get scared here, right? But what we have to do is, let's say the question is, no chair is a table and no table is a sofa. So I'll tell you how do we actually approach these questions in the exam. First, you will get some premise and then you have to say whether these conclusions can be drawn. First thing that you do, guys, is you can say here, no chair is a table. So what type of a statement it is? First, you tell me. Is it particular negative? Is it universal negative? Is it particular affirmative? Is it universal affirmative? Tell me what type of statement it is and how many possible diagrams are there for this one. Universal negative, people are saying. Excellent. That means no chair is a table. So we have to draw all the possible diagrams with this particular thing. Okay. So how many diagrams are possible? It says no chair is a table. That means chair here, disjoint circle, and table disjoint circle. Okay. This is one. Now what I have to do, we have to get to a conclusion. How do we get to a conclusion when this mixes with this one? Okay. So now let's check this one. It says no table is a sofa. Now one of the things that you will understand is that always, even though there are two statements, there will not be four terms. Term one, term two. And this is again, this is your term two only, the same thing, right? So that means this is term three. So that means how many possible terms? One, two, this is two only, and this is three. That means there are three terms only. Okay, no table is sofa. How can we represent no table is sofa? That means no table is sofa. That means sofa has to be separate. Now, guys, one thing you have to remember here. No chair and table, This is a correct way to represent. But when I merge, no table is a sofa. No table is a sofa, meaning table and sofa will not overlap. Do you understand me? Now I am mixing, right? The first one to first diagram I have drawn this, no overlap, right? Second, it says no table is sofa. Now between table and sofa, the relationship is that no table is sofa. But one of the things that you have to understand is that this sofa can be here. This sofa, can the sofa be here? It can be, because you cannot assume anything. All you are saying, getting from this statement is that the table and no table is a sofa. That means they are disjoint circles, table and sofa, but it doesn't say anything else, right? If I say no table is a sofa, can I make sofa this one also? Let's say this big one is a sofa. Can I say this? Guys, these are all possibilities, okay? Can I put sofa here inside the chair circle? This is also possible. Hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. No chair is a table. So no common sense, no reverse logic you will use. The question said, no chair is a table. That means I understood chair, separate circle, table, separate circle. This is the only information I had. Now he said, second statement says, no table is a sofa. No table is a sofa. Meaning the table and sofa are separate. But if I make sofa here, still it is separate, right? Still it is correct as per the statement. Now don't say, but sir, it is mixing with C, with chair. That is not a problem, right? That is not a problem. It may mix, no problem. Sofa could be here also. All it's saying is that table sofa, there is no connection. Or sofa could be here also. Let's say here. I mean, are you getting inside C? Here also, or it could be here also S. Are you getting? Now, once we have drawn all these possible diagrams, then we have to draw conclusions. Now, what is the conclusion? These are possibilities, guys. Okay. Whatever we have drawn, these are all possibilities, meaning table, sofa, chair. This is also one possibility. Table, sofa, chair. This is also a possibility. Table, sofa, big one, chair, possibility. Table, chair, and inside sofa. This also. These are all possibilities. So then what is a conclusion? How is a conclusion different from possibility? See, possibility is listing down everything that is possible logically. But a conclusion would be something that will be true in every case. Meaning when we have mixed it up, and now if somebody is saying, can you draw this conclusion? We can only draw conclusions that are definitely true, meaning in all the cases that is true. Okay. Even if something is not possible in one case, we will say it's a possibility, not a conclusion. So the conclusion, first one says, all chairs are sofas. All chairs are sofas. So chair, table, all chairs are sofas. Are all chairs sofas? In this case, it is not possible. In this case, it is not possible. Only in one case, it was possible. But if it has to be a conclusion, it has to be true in all cases, right? So what if this was table, this was sofa, this was chair? Are all the chairs sofas? No, there is no overlap also in this case. That means this is not true. Understood? So we cannot draw this conclusion. Second one says, all chairs are not sofas. That means all the chairs are not sofas. Can I say that for sure? Now in this chair, all the chairs, this chair is not a sofa. Are you getting? As per this one, or in this chair is not a sofa. But what about this case? There was a case where you say all chairs are not sofas. But what if sofas was this one? As per this condition, actually all the chairs were sofas. So it is not true everywhere. That means this also is not a correct one. So what conclusion can I draw? I can say neither one nor two. None of these two conclusions can be drawn. Did you understand this, guys? It may have become a little complicated. Let me see what people are writing in the chat. Okay. Some people are saying understood, some people are saying not understood. Okay, some people are saying, please understood, sir. Okay, not understood, partially understood. No problem, no problem. See, guys, first of all, I will draw your attention to, guys, what is a possibility? Possibility is something that we discussed earlier. What we were doing, we were taking one statement and we were saying which all diagrams are possible. This is possible, this is possible, this is possible, right? And we were saying all these are possible cases. But we don't know which one is a conclusion, right? Possibility is something that may logically you can say yes, maybe possible, maybe. A conclusion is something that you have to say something that is definitely possible, okay? Meaning in all the cases it has to be true. Now, what we did in the actual question, what we did is that we said, okay, let me clean this all screen up, okay? Let me discard all the annotations, okay? Okay, now again, very clean, right? So the question is, there is a premise given, okay? On the basis of these two premise, we have to draw to a conclusion, okay? How many terms are there in premise? Term 1, term 2, and see term 2 same because table is common, and term 3. That means 3 terms are there. So what we have to do is, in order to come to a conclusion, we have to merge this statement with this statement, okay? This has to merge with this one, this has to merge with this one, then we can draw a conclusion. But first we will take them one by one. So first statement was, no chair is a table. Now this is a simple thing, no chair is a table. That means we can say this is the only possible diagram. Okay, now you can put table here, it is the same thing, right? That means this is one diagram. Now the second statement said what? Second statement said, no table is a sofa. No table is a sofa. That means what? That means these are two separate things, right? But now if you have to draw a conclusion, guys, what we have to do is we have to merge. Now, how do we merge? So already this was given, right? That chair, okay, table, okay, and it's given that no table is a sofa. Now where can you put sofa? Guys, you have to look at all possibilities right now, okay? That means either you can put sofa here in this corner. Are you getting? This is also correct. You can put sofa here as long as it doesn't overlap with table. You can put sofa here. That is also correct. But somebody can say, sir, why not I put sofa here? Because this is actually true. As per the condition, no table is a sofa. I am saying, yes, absolutely correct. Somebody says, why not I put sofa here? Right? Because it says no table is a sofa. No table is a sofa. It's validating my condition. So I'm saying, yeah, this is also correct. So I'm saying these are all possible ways. Somebody said, sir, how about sofa is here? It's overlapping little with chair. I said, yeah, that is also possible. Now, these are all possible ways that you have drawn, correct? Now, what I am trying to say is, now when you look for a conclusion, whether these conclusions are true or not, they have to be true in every case possible. Meaning, table, chair, sofa, this is one case. Table, chair, sofa, this is also one case. Table, chair, sofa, this is also one case. So it should be true. If a conclusion is valid, it should be true in all possible cases. Now, all chairs are sofas. For example, if I say all chairs are sofas, now imagine chair was here. But what if sofa was this? Correct? This is also a possibility, right? Where table is here, chair is here, sofa is here, or sofa is here, or sofa is here. So he says all chairs are sofas. Are all chairs and sofas in this case? No. That means this is not a valid conclusion because it is not true everywhere. Correct? So I will say this is not a valid conclusion. Second says all chairs are not sofas. Are all the chairs not sofas? Like for example, all the chairs are not sofas. In this case is, are all the chairs, for example, let's say this is one chair. Is this a sofa? No. That means it's correct. All the chairs are not sofas. In this case, is it correct? Yes, it is correct because no chair is sofa. In this case, is it correct? Yes. In this case, it is correct. In this case, and this case also, it is correct. But what about this case? Where sofa is the bigger circle, it's saying all the chairs are not sofas here. All the chairs are actually sofas. No, because the larger circle is S here, sofa, S, right? Therefore, this is also not true. So now we had to come to the answer. So you can say neither one nor two because both the statements cannot be 100% drawn. because if they are valid everywhere, only then they can be conclusions. Now I explained again. Some people are saying, what is sofa? It doesn't matter. It is just X, Y, Z. You can assume it anything, right? Okay, in this, don't use common sense in these one. What is actually sofa? It doesn't matter. What is actually table? It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, some people are saying, now I understood. Okay, explain the second one. So the second one was saying all chairs are not sofas. Can I say all chairs are not sofas is true in every case? It is true, but what about this case where you are saying this is S, this is T, and this is C? Now tell me, guys, in this case, right, this is also a possible case because according to this, it says no chair is a table. No chair is a table, correct? No table is a sofa, no table is a sofa. That means as per the actual given statement initially, this is true diagram. But is it true in this statement? The second statement says all chairs are not sofas. Are all chairs not sofas? Actually, all the chairs are sofas, no? Because sofa is the larger circle. So according to this one, it is not true. Therefore, I said second is also not possible. Okay. All right. Now I want to move to the second question. Okay. And I want all of you to give it a try. And guys, see, I have told you all of you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. I see a lot of you have not subscribed yet. Guys, all these videos where I explain to you actually, right? Venn diagrams, right? As many times you can go through those videos, right? All the topics that we will do, whatever is coming in your exam, all these videos very nicely I have pre-recorded and kept for you. Okay. So in a class, it is more discussion that happens. But if you want to go through those videos at any point of time, please feel free to go through our YouTube channel and go through all the videos. Okay. Okay. Realme 6. He's saying, I don't think the online classes ever, I didn't get anything. See, guys, the point is, this is not a very easy concept, also, okay, to understand. So it doesn't matter whether it is online or offline. This is a slightly complicated topic, okay? So for us to be comfortable with this topic, you have to have patience, okay? And you have to have practice, my friends. If you feel that automatically magic pill will come and do, it's nothing to do with online, offline, okay? I would say you go through this again and again, practice as many times, then you will get it. Lots of people, right, struggle with this particular topic, right? But this is an important topic. Once you learn this topic, guys, it is very easy to do questions. And I can tell you there are lots of shortcuts also. I don't want to tell those shortcuts now, but for example, after some of the classes, I can tell you how to do those shortcuts. Okay. I want you to wait for some time, right? First get the main concept and the understanding, then I can tell you a shortcut also of these particular questions. Okay. Okay, guys, can we draw this one now? Can we try to draw this? How to do this particular question? I want you to attempt and tell me the answer. Okay, I'll wait for 5 minutes. Okay, so some people are saying option 1 is correct, some people are saying option 2 is correct. Okay, some people mostly are saying 1 or 2. 2, some people are also saying it could be C. Okay. See guys, how we will do this question is, it says all windows are needles. So again, it's a universal affirmative kind of statement. I know how many diagrams are possible. 2 diagrams are possible. So I will say all windows are needles. I will say this. Second diagram that is possible with this one is windows are needles. Okay. I can say W and N. Second statement says some trees are windows. Okay. Now I will go about overlapping. Okay. Some trees are windows. Okay. Now how can I draw this? For some there were actually 4 type of statements, right? But I will merge now. It says some trees are windows. That means some trees are windows, meaning I can merge here, right? This could be a tree, correct? Somebody can merge like this also, correct? Some trees are windows, and also it could be like this also, right? Remember how we did? Some trees are windows, meaning for some cats or dogs, there were 4 possible cases, right? This is also possible. Somebody can draw something like this also. Trees can be here. Somebody can draw like this also. Trees can be here. And somebody can also say W equals to trees. Okay. That means this is also possible. This is also possible. This inside like this is also possible. And this big T, this is also possible. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm just thinking about all the possibilities. Okay. And I know it looks a little messy because so many things we have done, but we are just trying to do all the possibilities. Okay. Now we will look at the question. Question says what? Question says these two I have to merge to draw conclusion. Conclusion has to be true in all the cases. It says some trees are needles. That means I have to find cases where some trees are needles, meaning there has to be at least some overlap. One of the shortcuts I'll tell you could be, you instead of finding where some trees are noodles, you find the reverse. That means find where the trees and needles don't overlap. Is there a place where trees and needles don't overlap? Here, not possible, right? Is there a place where trees and needles don't overlap? Here, overlapping, right? Trees and needles. Correct? Did you understand, guys? Or you want me to draw that again? Okay. So here, I'm saying in this particular diagram, this is easy, right? That means it's not possible. Let's do this one, okay? It says all windows are needles, okay? So what I said all windows are needles, okay? It says some trees are windows, some trees are windows, some trees are windows, meaning trees and windows can be overlap. Can I say like this? Yes. Can I say also like this? Can I say like this, T inside? Yes. Can I also say some trees are windows? So can I say something like this? Some trees are windows. So some tree meaning this tree is a window. Yes. Can I also draw like this, guys? Yes. So these are all possible diagrams that I'm drawing, right? So the question says some trees are needles. So is trees are needles? Is there any case where it is not possible, where trees and needles are not overlapping? I don't find a single case. That means this is a possible diagram. This is a conclusion. Second says some trees are not needles. Is there a place where you can find out some trees are not needles? No, there is no place where some trees are not needles. And see, both are reverse. If both of them are reverse, that means it is not possible, right? That this is true and that is also true, right? Kind of, right? That means the first only is the answer. I hope you understood this, guys. And I will tell you it's a little difficult. Okay, it is a little difficult. Okay, but you have to keep trying this. You have to keep practicing this, right? And this video will be also on the on our YouTube channel, right? Because I have recorded this video. So this is also live possible. So you can go through this in your free time to get this. Okay. What are the questions, guys? Any confusion, any questions? Okay, some people are raising their hand. They want to say something. I can make them unmute. You can type in the chat. I can make you unmute. Yeah. Yes, little difficult. It's just about practice. Okay. Okay, Sayon Islam wants to say something. Okay, yeah, sure. I will make you unmute. Okay. Okay, so Sayon, I am making you, I am allowing you to talk. Okay. Now you can talk. I have unmuted you. Yes, Sayon, tell me. You can unmute yourself, Sayon, and talk. Yeah. Yes, tell me.
Okay, sir. The question is the statements are the all windows are needles. First one, and second one is the some trees are windows, and the conclusion is some trees are needles.
Correct.
Yeah, it is right. Some trees are needles, and some trees are not windows. The second conclusion is some trees are windows. So some trees are windows, and the first statement is all windows are needles. So there is a possible, right, that some trees are not needles because some trees are windows and all windows are needles.
Okay. See, see, that's what I was trying to say, right? Guys, if we try to do these questions orally, no, we will always make the mistake. Okay. That means there is a very high
Yes, sir.
chance of us making a mistake. That is why I told you it has to follow this method, okay, of Venn diagrams, and where we have to consider the cases of minimum overlap and then try to do this. Okay. For explaining purposes, I would drawing all these possibilities, but in the exam, actually, I
Yes,
take
sir.
like 15-20 seconds. So instead of reading, what you have to do is you have to think of the diagram, and through the diagram only we have to go. If we do by common sense saying that all windows are needle, some trees are windows, therefore I can say some trees are needle, that way we will get it wrong. Therefore, my request to all of you would be to go through the Venn diagram, draw all the possible diagrams from statement A, draw all the possible diagrams from statement B, and then try to merge them and see if the conclusions are true in every case. For example, this particular thing, some trees are needles. Everywhere, trees and needles, there is a overlap. You can say, yes, this is correct. The some trees are not needles, meaning at least one tree is not a needle. So, is it true in all the possible cases? Because it was not true in all the possible cases, therefore we said this is not a conclusion. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So guys, these questions again, like I told you, right, these questions are something that would require practice. This is Venn diagram. Okay. And for example, let me take you, okay, to our uh, YouTube channel. Okay, let me just show you what actually, right? If you actually go through, so this is our channel, and on this channel you can find all of these videos, guys, right? So for example, if you go under logical reasoning, it says syllogism fundamentals using Venn diagram, and one is without Venn diagram also, right? So if you click on this, you can really understand what this particular one is. Okay, then using Venn diagram, this is the practice one where you can practice more questions. Okay, so I have explained the logic, and we actually discuss some questions like that. Okay, that's my request to everybody. So please practice more questions so that you have a good understanding of this. Okay, and now when we will have our next class? Today is Wednesday. Now next class would be Friday, 7 p.m. same time. Okay, yes, I will post the link uh, on the WhatsApp channel. I've already posted it multiple times, but I'll post it again. Okay, so with that, we will close for the day. Okay, thank you, guys. This was a difficult topic, so yes, I can understand it may take little time, but I'm sure you will get it. Okay, thank you so much, and all the very best. And yes, please be safe, please take care of yourself and also of your family, especially all the elderly. Okay, please take care, stay safe, bye bye.